now looks highly unlikely the coalition will put their policies into Treasury to be costed. Why? Because they're angry about the leak from Treasury earlier this week, which showed an $800 million hole in the coalition's policies, in particular that they were planning to save more than they actually could from not going ahead with the National Broadband Network. Anyway, the fact that there was a leak to damage them politically in the middle of this election campaign has really upset them. Now they're saying they don't trust Treasury. They want a federal police inquiry into this, and until a leaker is found, a culprit is identified, they're just not going to hand them over. They'll give them to an independent accounting firm instead. Now, we don't know who leaked this, but if it was the Treasurer or someone in his office that leaked these costings to damage the opposition, well, it has backfired because it's given the coalition an excuse. It may not be a great one, but an excuse and a reason not to put their policies in for Treasury costing. Now, this row over costing will no doubt continue for the next couple of days. The deadline is 5 o'clock Friday for the policies to be in, but it now looks almost impossible that will happen. Instead today, the focus was, well, on Mark Latham once again. He did overshadow Tony Abbott in Penrith, at the Penrith RSL Club in Western Sydney today. We're getting near the end of the Mark Latham story, though. His story is due to go to air on 60 Minutes on Sunday night, so at least we won't see him interrupting and being a bit of a stalker on the campaign trail much longer, because he certainly was today, and that upset some of the veterans there at the Penrith RSL as well. But Tony Abbott handled it pretty well, as he did the crowd last night at Rooty Hill RSL at the People's Forum. He certainly got a bounce out of that. Most people are saying that what they saw from Tony Abbott was the real Tony Abbott, not as buttoned up and stage managed and controlled as we have seen throughout this campaign, because there's no doubt he has been. He was far more engaging, far more relaxed, talking to the ordinary voters, and he won the night if there had to be a winner. Now, the crowd was more hostile towards Julia Gillard. She did face tougher questions, and while there are conspiracy theories about the audience being stacked or whatever, I think it does show that in Western Sydney, Labor has problems. A lot of them are due to the state Labor government's failures. People are angry about that. Julia Gillard too has problems with the way Kevin Rudd was treated, and that came up a few times last night as well. So it was a fascinating forum to see what some of those issues are in Western Sydney and just how these two leaders are playing.